My local library is having a sale, so I'm heading over there to see what kind of treasures I can pick up. 50 cents for mass market paperbacks, $1 for trade paperbacks. I'm doing this as part of the Ever After-a-thon because our fearless leader, Crystal, has asked us to show some love to our local libraries. And as a member of Team Traveler, I'm trying to go via time travel. Let's see if this works. Okay, maybe not. I'll just walk. It's really close. Hi, my name is Bea. Welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance, and get some really good deals at my local library. Wait until you see all of the incredible books I got today. Let's start with some historical romances and historical fiction that I picked up, and I'm so excited to share with you. This is Renee Ann Miller. I've never even heard of this author before, so I was especially excited to pick it up. This, by the way, is book 6 of her infamous Lords series, titled Never Marry a Scandalous Duke. This has so many tropes I enjoy. She's an entomologist who wants to study butterflies, but one night at a masquerade ball, she is pulled into a dark corner and kissed senseless by a rake who believes her to be someone else. Well, now she's ruined, so he agrees to help her because she's going to be helping him with his 2 wards. He agrees to let her use her dowry to continue her research, which we love that. And it ends with the question, can their matrimonial experiment possibly end in real love? I need to find out. From the 1800s to the 1930s, here's Amanda Quick's The Lady Has a Past. This is book 5 of the Burning Cove series. Our lady Raina discovers that her boss, who went to a very elite health spa, has gone missing. She decides to go to said spa to try to discover the mystery and is paired with a gentleman who's supposed to be her bodyguard. The 2 of them work together before murder ensues to try to figure out what is actually going on at the supposed health spa. I had the pleasure of meeting Eliza Knight at a Polycon last year, and so when I saw this and could scoop it up for $1, I had to go for it. She was actually talking about this being one of her favorite books that she's ever written. Now I own it. This is really exciting. It's called The Mayfair Bookshop. It's a novel of Nancy Mitford. So Nancy Mitford was a real person. She worked at the very real Haywood Hill Bookshop in Mayfair. Opening this up, you even get to see a picture of the Haywood Hall Bookshop as it was. So cool. She was an English novelist, biographer, and journalist. We take some of her real history from 1938, which some of this book is set, and also experience present day, in which a gal named Lucy St. Clair heads to Mayfair with a book written by Nancy Mitford, which has really interesting inscriptions written by the author herself. As Lucy begins working at the same bookshop so many years later, she starts to realize that her life and Nancy's are intertwined. Looks fascinating. Clearly there was a person donating that's a Nancy Mitford fan, because here is a book actually written by Nancy Mitford, The Pursuit of Love. It is said here that it's her most enduringly popular novel ever. It's a classic comedy about growing up and falling in love among the privileged and eccentric in the 1920s and 30s. I've seen this author a great deal, but have not had a chance to enjoy her yet. This is Martha Waters with To Marry and to Meddle, which is book 3 of the Regency Vows series. So far, there are 5 books. I love the tagline, a marriage of convenience turns not so convenient. I haven't had a chance to read T. Cooper yet, but I know some of you, like my friend Terry, who adores this author. She's more historical fiction than romance. There is romance, but apparently they're all really incredible. And I was able to grab this one. I was literally hoping as I walked into the library sale that I would find a T. Cooper, and I did. Let's talk about what this one's about. So this one is actually set in Australia in 1906, an exhibition at a local gallery. Elizabeth sees a portrait that rocks her to her core. Everyone then realizes that Elizabeth isn't who she claims to be, even to herself. I love the end here. It says, from the gritty reality of the Australian goldfields to the grand institutions of Sydney, this compelling novel presents a mystery that spans continents and decades as both women finally discover a place to call home. I just got chills. I had to buy this. It was required. Look at this. This, by the way, has embossing on it. Look how gorgeous this cover is. I have not had a chance to read Julie Clausen yet, but I've heard fabulous things. And this one, even the cover is so atmospheric. I just wish that it were winter again, so I could read this and really feel immersed. This is A Winter by the Sea, which is book 2 of the Devonshire Shores series. And just looking at this whole series, because I'm intrigued now, there are 4 books. We've got The Sisters of Seaview, which would probably give us those summer vibes, I would certainly hope. Book 3 is The Seaside Homecoming. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. And then there's a Christmas one, A Sea View Christmas. This one actually features a fictionalized version of the future Queen Victoria as the Summers sisters. That's not confusing at all in a winter book. Their last name is Summers, but they are hosting the royal family on the seaside. Now, what else is really neat here? We have a map, a very detailed map with a key and everything of the area, which I just love. I'll just read you the tagline because I love it so much. Royalty comes to Sidmouth, bringing unexpected danger and the sweet possibility of romance. Okay, I paid $2 for this because it's a hardback, but I couldn't resist, especially after speaking with, I believe it was Violet Marsh, talking about wing walkers. Okay, so see the wing walker? It's a person on the plane, in case you weren't familiar with the term, who does these death-defying stunts. I have to read this to you because this is just so cool. And it goes so well along with what we've been discussing in some of the author interviews I've been doing. Wing Walkers is one part epic adventure, one part love story, and as is the signature for critically acclaimed author Taylor Brown, one large part American history. The novel follows the adventures of Della and Zeno Marigold, a pair of Great Depression barnstormers who are funding their journey west by performing death-defying aerial stunts from town to town, and braids them with real-life exploits of author and thwarted fighter pilot William Faulkner. When their paths cross during a dramatic air show, there will be unexpected consequences for all. Fascinating. This is not a romance, but a murder mystery by Lindsay Davis. After speaking with author Jenna Bigelow the other day, who told us all about the romances she's doing during Roman times, I couldn't help but pick this up. This is book 10 of the Flavia Albia series called Desperate Undertaking. We have a woman who is a private informer in the very first century who is tasked with hunting down the serial killer on the loose who is unaliving people by recreating popular plays of the time. This looks really intense, very exciting, and it's gotten great reviews. Speaking of mysteries, I actually grabbed 2 by Lucy Score, who is more known probably for her contemporary romances, which I still haven't read any of them yet because I've heard they're very, very long. That doesn't mean I shouldn't read them. I need to read them. But I was very excited to get books 1 and 2 of the Riley Thorne series. I know there's mystery and romance, so I am in. Speaking of Lucy Score, I got 2 more books by her that are contemporary romances. This is Mr. Fixer-Upper, which is book 1 of the Fixer series. Some of you I know were enjoying the Christmas fix this past holiday season in 2024. Oh, so long ago. But this one says it's a constant battle on set between the sexy, grumpy renovation reality star and his no-nonsense field producer. Looks fun, especially for those of you that enjoy HGTV. I've really been wanting to read The Worst Best Man, and I'm so excited that I got my own copy. It says, the bride is a doll, the groom is the perfect gentleman, but the rest of the wedding party, they're the stuff of nightmares. Oh no. I love a good wedding. Also, I'm really excited to try this. I've got 2 more by another author you probably know, Jasmine Guillory. I I'm so excited about this. Royal Holiday. So this is a holidays set book. This is about mature people as well, which I'm really excited about. This woman is excited to tag along with her daughter to England because her daughter styles the stars, if you will. And so her daughter is tasked with styling a royal banquet. And so the mom comes along and falls for the Queen's personal secretary. He gives her tours. They start to fall for each other during the holidays. But what's going to happen by the time New Year's hits? I can't wait to read this during the holidays. I also got the last book of the wedding date series. This is book 6, While We Were Dating. I didn't realize this was part of a series, and I've had The Proposal, which is book 2, for quite some time, and that one is a baseball set one. I want to read it during baseball season. This looks so cute too. We have Anna Gardner, who is a famous actress, and he is tasked with helping her become a household name. He's an ad guy. Some flirtations turn real. I love a good celebrity romance, so I'm all in for this. From fictional actress Anna Gardner to real actress Ava Gardner, I couldn't help but grab this because I love old Hollywood, I love old music, and this is Heather Webb's Strangers in the Night, a novel of Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner. It was the tumultuous romance that scandalized the world. Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner fought, loved, and lived life to the hilt. Now their unbridled story is brought vividly to life with this book. I'm really excited. I was so excited when I found this because I've actually gotten to meet Thien Kim Lam at a book signing event for Julie Soto. And this one is set in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. So sometime during Mardi Gras, I definitely want to read this story. During the divine madness of Mardi Gras, two lovers ask, can a big easy fling become the real thing? Let's find out. We've had Denise Williams on the channel before when she's been promoting her latest work, which looks super cute, and I definitely need to read, Just Our Luck. This one looks like all kinds of fun too. It says, can one daring to-do list and a crash course in flirtation turn a type A overachiever's world upside down? I think so. Now, I already owned this, The Switch by Beth O'Leary, about a granddaughter and grandmother who switch places and find love, one in the city, one in the country. Everybody I know has read this and just loved it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I was really excited to grab another book by her. This is called The No-Show. I've got to read this. 3 women are strangers who have only one thing in common. They've all been stood up on the same day. The very worst day to be stood up, what would that be? Valentine's Day. And unbeknownst to them, they've all been stood up by the same man. Once they've each forgiven him for standing them up, they're all in serious danger of falling in love with a man who may have not just 1 or 2, but 3 women on the go. Is there more to him than meets the eye? Where was he on Valentine's Day? And will they each untangle the truth before they all get their hearts broken? What on earth is going to happen in this? I have no idea. Is he triplets? I don't understand. I already own the hardback of Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I just love it. I actually got this at a used bookstore, but I don't know that I need a big hard copy anymore. I actually read the arc. I so enjoyed it, about a woman who's face blind, who falls in love with 2 different men. What is she going to do when she can't tell them apart? It's so good. I actually now have the paperback. It's not quite as beautiful. There's no flowers, but I feel like there's just more room for it, and I'm looking forward to donating the hardback because I think it'll make someone very happy. This one looks like all kinds of fun. I couldn't help myself. This is Alicia Rye's Partners in Crime. It looks like we've got a curvy heroine too, which I love, but it says Indian matchmaking, the show, meets the movie Date Night in this fun romantic adventure. One of the taglines is, if getting back together with an ex is a bad idea, getting kidnapped with him is even worse. I need this in my life. This looked so cute. I had to get it. This is book 2 of the Skymar series, and Skymar being the island in which these books are set. We have a woman named Penelope who is all about positivity. She has fairy-like qualities. She loves to sing, and she's bringing a lot of sunlight to this really dark family that includes a 7-year-old girl, a sad grandfather. She really turns everything around, and there's 2 adult brothers who apparently are both vying for her hand. So this looks like all kinds of fun, and I can't wait to dive in. I'll close with a sapphic contemporary romance, which has a summary that ends in quite the cliffhanger. We have have Ellie Oliver, who fell in love last Christmas with a woman who broke her heart. She's down on her luck in every possible way, decides to work at a coffee shop. Her boss, Andrew, asks if she would be willing to marry him so that he can gain his inheritance, which would also help Ellie with her financial woes. The problem, when Andrew introduces his new fiancée, Ellie, to his sister, it turns out that his sister is the woman that broke Ellie's heart last year. What is she going to do? Well, those were my books. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. I wound up spending this much for all of those incredible books. Don't forget to show your local library some love by either attending one of their sales or checking out some books. Another way to help some of your favorite authors is to request them at your local library if your library doesn't carry those authors. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're reading, whether you got it at your library or not. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.